I got bored, lied about him hitting me, and watched his mama cry when they took him away. I'm Kiana, I'm 25, and I know that titles sound wild as hell, but I ain't gon' lie, it really did happen just like that. And I ain't proud or nothin', but this one night I was up thinkin' 'bout everything that went down and I was like, damn, did I really do all that? Like, for real? Okay, so lemme back up, 'cause I know you already side-eyened me. Me and Jarrell been together since I was like 20. I met him outside the corner store on 92nd, he had them fake-ass Cartiers on but he was cute. Like, tall, light brown, lil beard comin' in, tatted up arms and them hands that look like he work on cars or somethin'. But he worked at this tire spot down on Jackson. Ain't no money in it for real but he was hustlin'. I respect that. At the time I was stayin' in this 2-bedroom with my cousin Money and her baby. Rent was cheap 'cause her auntie owned the building, and Money was workin' overnight at the rehab center, so it was like, most the time I had the place to myself. Jarrell started slidin' through more and more. We wasn't even official at first, but y'all know how that go. He leave his socks, then he leave in a hoodie, then he got a toothbrush. Next thing I know he got a key and we damn near playin' house. Shit was cute, at first. We ain't never had no real money but it felt like we was buildin' somethin'. Like, we ain't eat out, but he'd bring lil groceries from Aldi and cook up this bomb-ass chili he made with the spicy beans and turkey sausage. He used to rub my back when my period was on, and he never embarrassed me when I ain't have no edges laid. I thought I loved him, deadass. But yo, after like 2 years, everything got stale. Like, dry. Same routines, same broke arguments. He don't wanna go nowhere, I'm gettin' hit up by old dudes from school on Insta, and I'm startin' to feel like, maybe I settled? I know that sound bougie but it's real. I got tired of comin' home and seein' him slouched on the couch playin' Madden, always sayin' he lookin' for somethin' better. Boy, what better? You ain't even tryin'. It was around that time I started hangin' with this girl Talia from my job. We was workin' at this lil laundry spot downtown, foldin' sheets and towels for hotels. She was messy as hell but fun, like, we'd go to happy hour, take pics for IG, talk shit. And she was always pullin' dudes, like she had this energy. She'd be like, girl, you too loyal for somebody who ain't even got a car. And that got in my head. Next thing I know I'm flirtin' on Facebook with this dude Marcus who I used to mess with in high school. He drivin' trucks now, showin' off them lil checks and flexin' gas station selfies like he's somebody daddy. He ain't even all that but, it felt nice to have somebody gassin' me up again. So I entertained it. Jarrell peeped eventually. He ain't dumb. He saw me smilin' at my phone, started checkin' my location, askin' who I was with. We started fightin' more. Nothin' crazy at first, just back and forths. But one night, we got into it bad. Like real bad. He said somethin' like, you actin' like a hoe lately, and I blacked out. I don't even remember what I threw, but I remember he left. That's when I did it. I called my mama fake cryin', talkin' 'bout Jarrell hit me. She ain't even like him so she didn't ask no questions. I texted my cousin sayin' the same thing. And by the time Jarrell came back to grab his PS4 and charger, the police was already outside. Nigga looked confused as hell. He ain't resist, he ain't say nothin', just kept sayin', yo Kiana, for real? You deadass? They cuffed him right there in the hallway. I watched it from the peephole and I ain't gon' lie. I felt powerful. That shit made me feel seen, like I mattered or somethin'. I told the cops he pushed me. Made up some story about Fallon on the edge of the bed frame. They took pictures and everything, and I made sure I had a lil mark from scratchin' my thigh up with my own damn nails. I know. They held him for like a week. He ain't have no priors but they put a no contact order on him. His mama, Miss Sharon, called me cryin'. She said, you lyin', Kiana. My son would never. You doin' this 'cause you mad. I hung up on her. I ain't wanna hear it. But that's the part that stuck with me. Miss Sharon was always sweet to me. She used to braid my hair when I ain't have money. She gave me a ride to work once when my Uber cancelled. And now I was the reason she was crying on the porch while her son sat in county. That's the moment it stopped feeling like a joke. But I ain't go to court. I ain't press charges. After a month or two they dropped the case. Jarrell ain't come back. Not even to get the rest of his shit. He had his brother scoop it up in a garbage bag. Word got around fast. Neighborhood don't keep nothing private. Niggas started saying I was messy, dangerous, toxic. Some girls I thought was my friend stopped talking to me. One even posted some shady shit on Twitter like, "It's always the broke ones with the most drama." I knew that was about me. And Marcus? That nigga ghosted me right after he got the coochie. Said he was busy driving to Arizona or something dumb. He stopped answering my texts and started posting up with some girl who looked like she got a degree in peace of mind. So now I'm back to square one. Just me, money, and her baby. We don't talk much since all that happened. I go to work, I come home, I scroll my phone. And sometimes I rewatch the video. Yeah, I ain't tell you. One of the neighbors recorded it on their Ring camera. Send it to me saying, "Is the show man?" It's him, standing there confused, them cuffs going on. Miss Sharon yelling in the background. I watched it maybe 20 times. I don't cry or nothing. I just sit there, thinking how I did all that off a mood. Off being bored. Off trying to feel important when everything else in my life felt like nothing. And I know y'all probably hate me right now. I get it. But at the time, I ain't think it was gon' go that far. I thought he'd be scared and come back crying. I thought maybe he'd realize how much he needed me. I never expected the cops to really take him. I never thought Miss Sharon would cry like that. Do I regret it? I mean, yeah. But not like y'all think. I don't regret doing it. I regret how it ended. 'Cause now I got nobody. I lost him. I lost his mama. I lost my friends. I lost myself in some way I can't even explain. All 'cause I couldn't say I was unhappy and leave. All 'cause I wanted attention. And if I'm being real, I'd probably do it again, just not with somebody who ain't deserve it. That's the part that messed me up. For real. I still don't know if I was hurt, or just evil. And maybe it ain't a difference. I ain't even know where to start this one, but if you thought the first part was messy, phew, baby, this part? This where everything come back round. So it's been like 5, maybe 6 months since all that shit happened with Jarrell. Life real quiet now. Too quiet. Like that kinda silence that be loud, if that makes sense. I go to work, clock in, fold towels, clock out. I don't even be talking to folks like that no more. I ain't even go out with Talia in weeks 'cause low-key I know she told some folks what I did. Word got out faster than food stamps on reload day. I been staying off socials mostly too. Instagram just full of bitches with lace fronts and travel pics, and I'm over here re-wearing this one busted wig from 2 summers ago. Life ain't glowed up like I thought it would once Jarrell was gone. That's the wild part, I thought talking him out the equation would fix shit. It didn't. If anything, it made everything heavier. I started fucking with this new dude named Reek. I met him outside the Boost Mobile store while I was paying my bill late. He had on them Jordans that dropped last year, and he smelled like Dior or something strong. Tall, brown skin, light eyes. Looked like he stayed fresh even when he was broke. He had that "I got a cousin who cut hair" kinda swag. Anyway, Reek was cool at first. Funny, always textin' me grand risin' and a skin if I ate. That's all it take these days, really. Nigga ask if you ate and boom, you in a situationship. He ain't have a car either but he kept a bike. Not like a pedal bike, a lil dirt bike that made too much noise but got him around. He lived with his uncle, said he was just getting out of some legal stuff, so I ain't press him too hard. We start chillin', watchin' Netflix, smokin' a lil bit. He made me feel seen, and I liked that. Problem is, I was still thinking about Jarrell. Not like I missed him, I mean, I did, but more like I ain't never faced what I did. Like it was unfinished business. One night, I'm scrollin' through Facebook bein' nosy, and I see Miss Sharon postin' pictures from church. She had on this blue dress and was holdin' a flyer talkin' 'bout some women's empowerment brunch. I don't even know why, but that picture messed me up. Like it hit me different. She smilin', but I know she still probably hate me deep down. I don't blame her. So I do something dumb. Real dumb. I text her. Hey Miss Sharon. Just checkin' in. Hope you doin' okay. She left me on read for like 2 days. Then she hit back with, don't text me unless it's to tell the truth. And that sat with me heavy. 'Cause for the first time I ain't know what the truth even was. Like yeah, I lied, but in my head back then I felt like I was tellin' the truth I needed him to hear. That I was tired, that I felt invisible. But now? I just looked bitter. Petty. Lonely. And Reek? He started showin' his ass after a while. He wasn't nothin' but a hood philosopher. Always talkin' 'bout the government watchin' him but can't even keep his socks matched. He had a temper too. One time he threw my remote across the room 'cause I wouldn't put on the movie he wanted. That's when I knew. I was chasing the same cycle. I had to look in the mirror and ask myself why I keep attractin' niggas who ain't got nothin' but excuses. Then I realized, maybe it ain't them. Maybe it's me. So I did something I ain't done in a while, I went outside. Not on no errand. Just sat on the porch. Saw some kids playin' down the block, saw Miss Beverly walkin' her old-ass dog. And I saw Jarrell. I ain't even believe it at first. He was walkin' with some girl. She was cute, tall, natural hair pulled up, lookin' like she read books and drank tea. The type of girl you bring home to meet the family. Not like me. They didn't see me, but I watched em walk past Logan like they ain't never been hurt. That shit hurt more than it should've. Like, I made him leave and I still felt like he owed me something. Ain't that crazy? Later that night, I couldn't sleep. Kept thinking 'bout how I went from the girl who had him rubbin' her back durin' cramps to bein' a ghost in his life. And I had no one to blame but me. But I still ain't wanna say that out loud. 'Cause that'd mean talking accountability. Reek was snoring next to me, breath smellin' like Henny and Black and Milds. I looked at him and thought, damn, I downgraded. I started spendin' more time by myself. Cookin', cleanin', listenin' to old music. Trying to find parts of me that didn't revolve around a man. Money noticed too. She said, you movin' different. I like this version of you. I ain't say nothin', but I felt that. A couple weeks later, I got a DM from one of Jarrell's cousins. She was like, you ever gone tell the truth about what you did? I almost blocked her but instead I replied, what difference would it make now? She said, maybe none to you. But it would have made all the difference to him. That hit me hard. So I wrote Jarrell a letter. Old school. Pen and paper. I ain't know if he'd read it or even care, but I needed to say it. I ain't apologize. I just told him what was real. That I felt small back then. That I wanted to matter. That I ain't know how to say goodbye without causing a scene. That I don't expect forgiveness but I do hope he's good. I never mailed it. Still sittin' in my drawer. Sometimes I think about dropping it off at his mama house but I'm scared. Not of him, but of facin' the mess I made head on. It's easier to be the villain when you ain't got the victim standin' in front of you. But I know one day I'll have to. Until then, I'm just trying to build something real with myself. Not with Reek. I kicked him out last week after he tried to borrow money for the 3rd time this month. Nigga had the nerve to call me selfish. I laughed. I ain't even argue. I just opened the door and said, "Bye." Money gave me a high five after he left. I'm startin' to learn that bein' alone ain't the worst thing. The worst thing is losing yourself trying to hold on to people you shoulda let go of way sooner. I'm still not all the way right. Still got habits. Still got that pride. Still want people to hurt like I hurt sometimes. But I'm working on it. And if Jarrell ever sees this, I ain't a skin for a do-over. Just hopin' he know that what I did wasn't about him being bad. It was about me not knowing how to be better. That's the truth I couldn't say back then. And even now, it still burned to say it out loud.